right, there's 43 days till International Fight Week and Charles Oliveira and Ilia Topuria face off. But I feel like all of these 43 days, guys, is just going to be us wishing it was Islam versus Ilia instead. Because as I've said, I've already done a video on this. I've already ranted on this enough. Obviously, the fight to make was Ilia and Islam. That was the #1 fight. Personally, I think the choice should have been to fight Ilia Topuria. It's a bigger fight, but these two have been going back and forth on social media, and I think that's going to be the closest we're ever going to see them to fighting, because I don't see Islam Makhachev, especially if he beats JDM, going back down to lightweight. I don't see it, because what is he going to do? Just keep vacating these titles? So that's something we're going to have to see play out, but I do want to review some of the stuff that they have been saying, because Ilia Topuria did a press conference in Spain. So let's actually take a look, guys. Now, I want to point you guys to what Ilia Topuria first said about the announcement, which was this, right? He posted this pretty much as soon as the announcement went out, and said on June 28th or June 29th, I think that's his time, but another dream will come true. I'll be the champion of the lightweight division. Charles, my apologies in advance. I'm just fighting for my dreams. It's unfortunate that Makhachev ran away 17-0. But yeah, Ilia, kind of poking at Islam here, kind of telling him, yo, you ducked me, you ran away, trying to, I guess tempt Islam into coming back after the JDM fight. So I want to point you guys to this video of Ilia Topuria from the press conference, where a reporter asks Ilia for his prediction for Islam and JDM. Obviously, the fight's going to happen, and maybe I'll do a video talking about my prediction on that sometime next week. Alright, so here the reporters ask him. This is in Spanish, so you gotta read the caption. Yeah, so he's calling Islam mentally broken, and he's basically saying, yeah, that Islam's gonna be like, I ducked Ilia, and this is gonna fuck up me, and now he has in his mind that he was afraid of Ilia, and he's like, oh, imagine I left and not fought Max Holloway, that'd be a joke, and he says he thinks it's gonna affect him mentally at welterweight. Well, I mean, look, obviously, like, this is, Ilia trying to poke at Islam, poke at his ego, trying to say, look, you ran from me. Ilia kind of has a moral victory in this whole thing, right? Because, the MMA community, I think, is on his side, because let's be honest, we all wanted to see this fight, and Islam was the one, like it or not, for whatever reason, justified or not, was the reason that this fight did not happen. He also calls Islam Makhachev a hypocrite, also goes off on Ali Abdelaziz. He calls him big hypocrite. They say you want to give an opportunity because, he's a smaller weight. Are you going to criticize my decision when you're doing the same thing right now? Well, okay. Look, I think Ilia right here, he's trolling it, but I think he's playing it up, right? I think, like, these are very exaggerative arguments. Islam also fought Volkanovski twice, so, like, I mean, him going up to fight JDM is not the same exactly as Ilia to fight Islam, I guess. Like, honestly, like, if this fight was supposed to happen in Abu Dhabi and Islam had a choice between JDM and Ilia, I would get it, but it's just the fact that we could have had both fights. This fight with Ilia would have taken place June 28th, and Ali came out and said it was fully negotiated, it was a done deal. We could have had that fight, and we also could have had the JDM Islam fight eventually. So I think that's the part that stings the most, to be honest, is why not just have both of these fights? Like, why not fight Ilia, have the massive payday, and then fight JDM end of the year? So he's asked about his manager, Ali Abdelaziz. Think you should thank Islam for leaving. And then Ali should thank me for not beating his star, and that today he still has some value and some credibility thanks to me. This was the fight everyone wanted to see. I was ready for it. I was prepared to put everything I could on the table, but they ran away. And, yeah, just antagonizing Islam. And from the beginning, they never, ever accepted the fight. And this is obviously what we expect to hear from Ilia Topuria. He's going to be trolling. He's going to be poking fun at Islam. I mean, this is all he does, like I said. I mean, he is honestly, I think this is why he's one of my favorite fighters right now. He's just, brings so much entertainment and live to these divisions. And, man, it's just so unfortunate. Like, it is actually, I feel like it hasn't even fully hit me. So this is Islam Makhachev, right? I guess after this press conference, he posted this, right? I guess he was upset. Or, I mean, Islam or maybe Ali. We don't know who this was. Probably Ali, if I were to take a guess. Difference between me and you, that I cleaned the top list in my division, moved to the next, and you ran away from two contenders who had consecutive 5 to 9 wins in the featherweight division. You are a nobody in lightweight division. Just a big mouth from Spain with nice haircut. Go get 1 W and we can talk, boy. And yeah, no, Islam did not write this. There is no way he said we could talk, boy. That's not Islam. Like, at least make it believable. Like, what is this, man? Honestly, just so much wrong with this. I mean, honestly, like, if I thought Ilia was making some reaches, I mean, there's a lot of reaches in this tweet. Then he claims Ilia ducked 2 contenders who had 5 to 9 win streaks. He's talking about, I believe, Diego Lopez, who, I don't know, did he have a 5-fight? Yeah, I think he had a 5-fight win streak. And Movsar Evloev, who might fight Volkanovski next. But I think we could all agree, moving up in weight to fight Islam Makhachev, right, that's not ducking, right? Like, that is the hardest thing you could possibly do. So I don't think he had any problems fighting Movsar. Not exactly the same thing at all, but I want to just point out what Ali said. Ali posted on his Twitter, and like, I'm just dead. Like, This is the top reply. I mean, I'm gonna like this. But look, Ali says, I wasn't really gonna say much, but I see people just don't want to move on. And Islam Makhachev is always gonna be a lightweight champion. These two guys who are fighting, they are fighting for the Burger King belt. I wish people would be nice to each other, but hey, it is what it is. Which honestly, I'm gonna be honest, guys, this actually isn't that bad. I actually kind of like that, you know, he's introducing this narrative that, you know, it's the Burger King belt, that this isn't a real belt. Because I definitely see the Islam Makhachev fan base like biting onto this with every dear life. Like, we're going to hear that, you know, during International Fight Week, that this is not the real belt, that the champ went up, and that this doesn't count. Like, it's going to be so much coping. But obviously, if you have a brain, realistically, like, it doesn't make any sense. But it's a good talking point. It's a good thing to say. It's very catchy, and I think we'll catch on. So I think this is good from Ali in terms of Islam Makhachev. But I actually want to react to, you know, him talking, because, you know, I understand that some of these takes might seem unreasonable, but they are actually made by people.
Where does that leave Gaethje? You said Gaethje, you thought he deserved it. What do you think is next?
Of course, listen.
If you're gonna start with that, I mean, if you're gonna start with some bullshit like that, I mean, we're 5 seconds in, guys. I mean, we're 5 seconds into this, and I already heard you think Gaethje deserves a title shot. Gaethje is coming off one win, and I don't mean to spoil anything, guys, but he apparently says, and we're gonna watch this, Charles is 2-2 in his last 4. So what? And he's 3-1. What are you talking about? 3-1. Oliveira, I guess, also is 1-1, but he was a champ. Finished Justin Gaethje. He's finished so many guys at the top 5. Like, Oliveira is a legend, even if he doesn't have the best, you know, record. He deserves it based on already what he's accomplished. Well, Justin Gaethje, I know he has fans. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Justin Gaethje, but I wouldn't say that he's done like nothing, of course. But he has not reached that level of like, yeah, greatness where it's like you could waltz into a title shot. And he fucking killed Tony Ferguson's career, so what the fuck?
More deserving than Oliveira. Honestly, if you're gonna talk about it.
No.
You know, and I think it should have been Gaethje and Ilia, because the UFC give.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why, guys. And for those guys that don't know, obviously Ali, you know, represents Gaethje, so this is obviously very biased.
I can tell, hey, I can say.
And what is this even? What is this even? I thought before it was, oh, Ilia deserves a title shot. Let him fight a #1 guy. But now apparently Ilia deserves one over Charles? What is this logic? So wait, Islam said at one point, oh, like he wants to fight a lightweight contender. It seemed like it was going to be Oliveira. So he was okay with fighting Oliveira and not Ilia. But somehow Ilia deserves a title shot more than Charles. This just doesn't even make sense. We're seeing like them just cap before our very eyes.
You know, I don't think Oliveira's the toughest fight for him. You know, I think he walked through Oliveira, my opinion.
I mean, I don't think walk through. I do favor Topuria, but I definitely think there's a chance that Oliveira beats Topuria. I mean, we've been seeing so many times this year where, you know, guys take kind of quote-unquote warm-up fights or, you know, take a fight that is not the big fight that they were hoping for, and then it kind of goes bad. We saw it especially this month with the boxing stuff with Ryan Garcia, with Canelo. Sometimes it could completely backfire, so I guess we're going to have to see. I'm not surprised at this point. I mean, we see the mental gymnastics of these guys, and I honestly, like, I'm just doing this right now because I am still pissed, man. I wanted to see this fight, and I really don't think we're ever going to see this fight. And it's let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my last video where, you know, I reacted to the breaking news, cried a little bit, shed some tears. You guys are the best fan base MMA. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.